Hi, my name is Itamar Kunik. I'm the co-founder and CEO for Monogoto. We do software-defined connectivity. We help developers and enterprises around the world to build connected products. It can be a delivery drone, it can be an autonomous robot, it can be a humanoid robot. Anything that moves, anything that is physical, that needs access to the cloud, to the network.
So you just had the talk over there. You were talking about a bunch of interesting things. Do you want to say a little bit what you were talking about?
Yeah, of course. So we just had a very nice panel in the IoT Stars community. It's a great community for people who love building connected products from sensors, hardwares, car, etc., etc. And the one thing that makes everything work is connectivity. So everyone there in the panel were talking about how complicated the world became and how difficult it is when you're looking to do AI, inference on the edge, when you're looking to build products that go and are deployed all over the world. So one of the things that we focus on with software-defined connectivity is helping companies lower the barrier so they can get access to the market much, much quicker. It doesn't matter if it's a physical device wearable on the human or a car or a drone, they all share the same concepts: observability, monitoring, deploying software upgrades, getting logs, etc. And that's what we help companies do.
I heard that in terms of appliances that have IoT connectivity functions, more than half, perhaps, the users don't connect them because it's too complicated.
100%.
Do you help to make it more simple?
Yes, definitely. That's a great question because my parents, they have a smart TV, but they don't use the smart capabilities. They don't need it. They have the parts that they watch, and that's it. So just like you said, you have your washing machine, your air conditioning units, and not all of them are connected. So one of the things that we see companies doing today is pre-embedding cellular connectivity into those appliances. So they have this backup channel to get into the device, to get telemetry information, to send firmware upgrades, to extract logs. At that point in time, you're no longer dependent on the fact that the homeowner or the people using your device, you're not dependent on the fact whether they connect you to the Wi-Fi, whether the Wi-Fi is stable. One example that you see that all across are the credit card readers. At the beginning, you would go to the restaurant, they would ask you to go to that corner where they have reception, or they would ask you to come physically to the device. But now, it's much easier because all of their devices are connected regardless of the, let's say, restaurant's Wi-Fi.
So what does it mean, software-defined connectivity?
All right. So when you build a connected product, you need to embed a lot of things. You need to have the firmware, the software, everything needs to play together. But you don't know what you don't know. Maybe tomorrow you'll have a different use case, a different environment, a different challenge. Maybe then tomorrow you want to distribute your hardware in a different continent, in a different country, where things behave differently, regulation is differently. So software-defined connectivity means that you are able to dynamically change things even after you deploy them. So for example, if you're going to deploy a solution in Europe, you're bound by GDPR and you need to make sure that all the traffic stays in Europe. But in the US, or specifically in California, it's the other way around, that you don't want the data to live. So how are you going to do that? Maybe at the beginning you didn't think about deploying in Europe. So do you need to update your firmware? Do you need to send a firmware upgrade? Or can you configure the infrastructure with Monogoto to say, if a device is in Europe, route all networking and keep the data in Europe, and in the US do the same? That is one example of how you utilize software-defined connectivity. Another is, let's say you have a situation, a customer opens a ticket, or you need to debug a situation. Are you able to remotely configure that specific device to open ports, to allow your developers or your support engineers to log in, to get access from the device, to send maybe a different software upgrade with some features enabled to do further testing? If the answer is no, then you're using a rigid connectivity solution. Whereas today, with software-defined capabilities, it's just a permission. Allow this developer to log into this device, allow this IP address to send firmware upgrades, etc.
And open source and security, what are you talking about at the panel?
Yeah, so think about all enterprise today, companies like Stripe or companies building software solutions. Cyber is at the heart of everything that they do. You need to make sure no one hacks your server. You need to make sure that no one steals a transaction or steals data, etc. But then you go and you look at companies with 50 or 100,000 trucks or tablets or barcode scanners, and no one is looking into the cyber aspect of it. So one of the things we spoke about in the panel today is the fact that for connected products, cybersecurity has become a very, very important topic. Gartner mentions that there is a 400% increase year over year in cyber threats on connected devices. So what you are looking for from your connectivity provider is exactly what you're looking from your cloud provider, let's say AWS. Can you configure your networking? Can you set up firewall rules? Do you get monitoring, observability, and audit capabilities? Are you able to run some additional software like data leak prevention or deep packet inspection? Can you duplicate your traffic to an enterprise tool? Can your CISO define what is the data, routes, and traffics? And that's what we bring to the table.
And to have 100% security, or maybe it's not possible, but if you can have secure updates, it's one of the way you need to connect and have it.
100%. So the first thing you need to be able to do is to upgrade your software. Without it, it doesn't matter what you have, because at the end of the day, you will find, or others will find, an issue, a CVE or a security breach or something. So once you identify it, are you able to update? Are you able to securely send a new configuration? Can you make sure that all the devices reboot and relog into the network with this update? So it all starts with the fact that you need to be able to do over-the-air updates securely, only by trusted individuals, to make sure that you have your fleet running with the latest code. And then whatever comes your way, a configuration change, maybe someone found something, maybe you found something, you need to be able to quickly solve it and deploy to the market. And that iteration is what gets you closer. You never get to 100%, but if you iterate quickly, you can always improve your cyber posture.
And just shortly, do you want to say where you're based, or the colleagues and the environment, the market, how it's going?
Yes, so I'm from Sunnyvale, California. We're based in the US. We have R&D all over the world and offices all over the world. And we believe that the products that are being deployed today, they need to have these dynamic features in order to be deployed or expanded in the market. And that's what we help companies do.
HDMI technology powers the global ecosystem of connected devices, enabling advanced displays that deliver immersive visuals and sound across entertainment, professional, and everyday applications.
As the preferred technology for digital AV connectivity, HDMI technology and the features and benefits it enables
Links billions of products worldwide, from HD TVs, set-top boxes, and laptops to gaming consoles, projectors, and audio-video receivers. It provides the reliable, high-bandwidth connectivity needed for today's ultra-high-definition video, lifelike color accuracy, and immersive sound formats.
HDMI technology drives innovation across industries, including digital signage, medical imaging,
education, and esports. With unmatched performance, interoperability, and scalability, HDMI technology continues to define how content is created, shared, and enjoyed around the world.